Yo, 4Keys, this is day 143 of me playing chess every day until I reach the rapid rating of 2500. So here we go. Before we jump into the game, you probably have noticed that my rapid rating is lower than the one episode before because I was playing a rated game of chess on stream when I was streaming on Lichess. And then like 400 rated opponent challenged me, and he asked me if we can play. I didn't see the challenge was rated, and then we played few moves, and then he started cheating. He was 400 rated, so of course I lost to that cheater, and then I lost 16 rating points. I did report him, so probably he will get banned, and I will get my 16 rating points back. But for now, my rating is lower, so we can expect the rating will go up again. Anyway, we have the game, we have the white pieces. Let's play pawn to e4 here. c5, let's play c3, the Alyapin Sicilian here. e6 is not the most popular move, but okay, let's play d4. a6 already. I think I played this guy before, by the way. But a6, that's just bad move, I think. And yes, b5. I could already try to play for a4, by the way. But then simply bishop b7, but I win the pawn, so actually, why not a4? I think that's a good move. b4 seems wrong. I can maybe play bishop c4, maybe a5, or I can just develop my bishop as well. Maybe to e3, by the way. Let's play bishop f4 actually. Let's play bishop f4. I like this move. d5. I probably play d5. Knight f. We can go here, but bishop d3 c4 slightly scares me. But now knight d2 probably. Not queen e2. Maybe queen c2 rather than queen to e2. We will see in the future. I feel like my pawn on a4 is good because the knight cannot really be that great if my pawn is on a4. Maybe that's just a weird idea, but okay. I like a4 simply taking space. That's what I meant. Maybe the knight is not restricted yet, but a4 seems a nice idea. If you take, of course, I take with the c pawn, and then I have the center. If you play d5, then I can simply play e5. Now the knight cannot go to d5 any longer. Knight h4, probably I simply go back and take with the h pawn, and now simply h file is open. My knight will go to g5 perhaps, and I have a great and pleasant position. If pawn takes on c3, I simply take with the pawn. If you take here, I simply take again. And then knight c6 is something trying to go to b4. I guess queen a5 is also a good move. Queen c2 now. Seems logical, defending the pawn. And if you take, then the e4 pawn is defended. Otherwise, I would be pinned. But now it's, of course, defended, as I mentioned. Because my queen is here. Knight c6 is slightly annoying. But I think I can castle rook c8 and probably... I mean, probably something happens. I'm not sure what, but I like my position as of now. I also have more time on the clock, which is quite crazy. That's not that doesn't happen very often. Excuse me. Um, why did I do that? Excuse me. Wait, this was a mouse slip. Oh my god. But I guess it's maybe not that bad actually. Wait, I'm so fucking lucky. That was a complete mouse slip. Oh my god, I'm so lucky. What the hell I was... Yes, now I can go maybe back to... Maybe knight c4 actually. But then you take... Now we need to be precise. Knight c4 seems like it wins the piece, but simply knight d3 then. I take, you take... Wait, is the knight trapped? Almost. Knight c4, knight d3. I take, you take. Material is equal there. But if I can trap the knight, I win. So rook b1 wins the game. Because if knight a4, knight c6, and I win, because if you take, I take back. Knight c4, knight d3, knight f5, knight b2, rook b1. Oh, you can go back to d3, right? Which I missed. Um, so maybe then I simply bishop b1 seems bad, but I have to do this, right? Threatening here. So if bishop a4, I simply go knight c6. Wait, I thought the knight was actually not defended. Crazy. Now I go here, attacking the queen. Queen has to go back, and then I go check and I win the game. I feel like if you take, I take. The knight is trapped. A5 is forced. Okay, you can go there as well. It doesn't change much, or does it? Of course, he will take. I take back. You cannot castle. That's a very good thing. Um, and the knight is also trapped. But I have some problems on the king side as well now. Like bishop here and takes doesn't look great for me. But the pawn is defended here once, so that's okay. Should I take? Should I play for e5 as well? No, then knight g4. What am I doing? Mm, I can double take there, but e4 is hanging. Maybe not as easy position as I thought. I assumed my position was winning here, but it I like this move. If you take, I can just take maybe, and then take here and maybe go with check, and then I take here and win the game. I feel like here knight g4 I take and probably take on before. If you take, I take on before I give a. Oh, I thought I have knight d6 check. What is moron? Complete moron. What am I doing, man? I thought I have knight d6 check for some reason. I mean, after here, I thought bishop before, a before, and knight d6 is a check. I mean, what? Knight d6 is impossible. I'm hallucinating. Crazy. I still should be better, but it's hard to prove that. Now that I don't have an extra pawn here. And even that would be, I mean, this game is so bad, I cannot believe what I'm doing. Should I take or should I not? But then I'd get. Maybe I have to do that? But then simply d6 happens after takes, bishop before, a before, queen before, d6 I don't like. Um, Maybe go back. Rook d8. But yeah. Um, if I take firstly, what happens? Well, I don't like this. I feel like I can do this. I mean, my position is crazy, but I feel like I have to be better. Maybe that's a crazy assumption, but after AB, what is he thinking about, by the way? Does he have something I don't see? F6. No, no, no. Queen b4. Now d2 square is defended, but d6 is kind of a good move, I feel like. Oh, d6 maybe I have queen b7. Wait, d6 I have queen b7 and I win the game on the spot. Because, yes, okay, this is a probably good move. Defending here maybe. Um, Queen b7. Oh, but then he can castle it. Yes, so that's bad. I have to keep the pressure on. I think I go here because you cannot castle, and if you can't castle, then I should be better. Okay, so now queen b7 looks far better. Castles, and then I can take. I can probably play a6 as well. And then take here. Although queen d6 also looks completely winning, by the way. Um, do I have some problems? I have, but I don't care about those because I'm threatening mate. And knight f6, yes. Okay, rook d8. I go here, and you have to stop me. You can't get f6. I deploy a7. Um, I can maybe I can take even. But I play a7, a8 queen. No, yes, this is game over. I believe takes. I play a8 equals queen. I could probably play something else like queen b8, but let's keep it simple. And you have to take. I take with the rook. And it should be mate. Maybe not yet, but I pick up the h8 rook, and this is probably resignable. Um, so I feel like this has to be it. Maybe I'm missing something, but I'm not sure. If you don't take, well, I take you, and rook a8 is mate on the next move. So you have to do something about it. King f7. But I simply maybe take you. I can even go like back, and I'm up. I have two queens. You only have one. Um. So yes, this should be it. King f7. I just move my queen, like to b7, for example. I can even take the rook and win the game anyway. I expect nothing less but resignation. We'll see. Rook takes a8 is simply okay. Queen g5 move as well. How to win this the most easily? Knight f4 is something, so maybe I can probably just take you. If you take, I take. If you take on a8, I win the rook on either corner. Um, so I feel like I can do this. If you take me, I just take. And then if you take me, I take you, and I pick up the rook in the corner, and it's GG. Okay, you castle. I can simply win by having a queen for a knight. Of course, don't take here. Just go back maybe to a5, for example, maybe to a3 as well, putting some pressure. And this is simply GG. I have a queen for the knight, which I feel like I can win just by sacking the rook, winning few pawns, queen d6, for example. 92 might be something. Simply queen d6, I think. 92, king h8. GG. I mean, you have to resign at some point, so why not do it right now? 92 is the only check, and then I go king h1. It's GG. Um, yes, I go king to h1. I have 3 minutes and a half. This should be more than enough to win the game. Rook a7 feels like it's the best. Rook f7. I can simply go queen to c7 probably, or I can even go simply rook d1, maybe rook b1. You go here now. I can take here, I believe. Just checking for sure. Yes, I can take. If you take me, I take you. If you take here, I firstly take the rook, and then I take another rook, and then I win the game. So now he might resign. I feel like this is resignable. I have enough time. 3 minutes is more than enough. I'm up a queen. I'm up a pawn. I go here. Now e7. e6 is also hanging, so knight f7, and I can simply maybe rotate to a1, king h8. There is a beautiful tactic there. We just ends the game on the spot. Um, maybe my opponent will not go for red. Okay, now rook a7, of course. Don't straight here everything. It's still winning. But why you have an external pin, which is just when you cannot move any piece because you simply lose the game. h5 or h6 are the only moves, but then I will simply bring everything and will mate you very, very soon. Still I have slightly less than 3 minutes, but this should be more than enough as I mentioned. g4 next move, maybe h4 as well. Yes, you go back, but you're still pinned, so this doesn't really help you. And h4 next move, most likely. Um, I will just win. f5 seems very reasonable. Threatening queen g6, and if you take, you take, and I go queen g6 anyway. Your knight is still pinned. If you play g5, I simply go queen to g6. Now I go queen g6 and king h8, and I can just snap a knife off the board. There is no stalemate. Oh, h5, there is a stalemate actually, so be aware. Um, takes, takes, and takes is a stalemate there, but I won't go for that. Okay, so he just doesn't go for the stalemate trap I just showed you. Um, so now I can take. After takes, I can take because h5, and it's my move, not his, which just wins the game now. It's not stalemate. He has h5, and then I can take here. Go check. Don't go f6 because it's stalemate once again. But you can. Okay. Queen f7, stalemate again. Um. So what's the quickest mate? And here maybe king f7 and check. Um. Or I can simply go here. Yes, this is even faster. It's mate on the board. He has the h6 and h7 square. Excuse me, h8, and so I can don't make a queen, make a knight perhaps. Probably that's the fastest mate. Wait, do do I have auto pre-move? How to make a pre-move? Let me check the settings. I think. Where is it? Live in a always promote a queen. No. Hold Alt or hold Alt. Okay. Yes, I wanna make a knight. Whew. This was the last scary part of the puzzle, and this is checkmate. Hands free. Um, Queen G7 is checkmate. We win the game. We win 6 rating points. We lost 16 rating points like 2 days ago on stream, but nevertheless, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let's analyze the game now. So this is the game review of the game I just played. I played pretty okay apparently with 89% accuracy, not the best. My opponent played badly with 81. Let's see. So it was e4, he played c5, the Sicilian defense, c3, and e6. This is not the most popular continuation to the Alyapin. And after d4, he played a6, which is kind of strange already. Knight f3, simply okay. And now b5. Okay, I thought this was okay. Simply a4. And he played b4, which is a mistake. I should have taken, wow. I didn't think that was the best move. And simply bishop f4. a5 apparently looks okay to me. Knight b2, and I simply go to c4, alright? Yes, or the bishop goes to c4. Fair enough, I played bishop f4. First, here I thought he might play c4 actually. Of course, I have to take, and then knight takes here. And then, oh, d5 is good, yes. If you take, you lose because queen takes, excuse me. Is if you play knight d6, I can firstly take, or I can even take here. But yes, takes, it's mate on the board. So he played bishop b7, knight b2, takes, and queen a5, which is a giant blunder. Well, you can spot it right away why this is a giant blunder. Not because of queen c2, which is still winning. It's because of queen to b3. I'm attacking the bishop, and if the bishop moves, I take the knight and I win the game on the spot. So I played queen c2, which was a bad move, of course. Takes, I wait, what? Oh, rook b1 again. This idea. It's kind of harder to play it now. If you didn't see the first time, I took, yes, that was a mistake, knight 6 castles night before, and now I made a giant mistake, which actually wasn't a mistake. I played queen b1, queen b2, excuse me. I tried to play queen b1, but I mouse slipped with queen b2. Well, why doesn't this move loses the game on the spot? Well, knight d3, queen b7, attacking the rook, and if knight takes on f4, I take here, and I win the rook, so that would be a winning for me. So yes, he stepped out of the pin, now the bishop is not hanging anymore, and I played bishop b1 back. Everything is defended, he played bishop b7. Now knight c4 wins the game, queen h5 and knight d6. Bishop d6 and a5, of course, only move. The knight is otherwise trapped, it cannot go backwards, it cannot go anywhere. So, a5. What do I do now? Taking here is a mistake. Why? Well, takes, you cannot take here, because then you can play queen a5 apparently, but I think bishop takes here is not a mistake. Oh, but yes, it is because of queen b7, not because of queen b7, queen d5 then, but because of knight to e5, which I played at one point in the game. I played it immediately. Now bishop takes on e4, knight took, knight takes, and I took on b4, and I took on b4 once again. Now knight backs. I played a5, knight in front of my isolated pawn, knight d5, but I play queen d6, and I'm threatening to take the pawn here. This would not be actually mate, but would be quite bad. So he played rook d8 defending, but I simply keep pushing a6, f6, and I play a7. Because if you take, which happened, I make a queen, you play queen g5, I take here, and this was just very easily winning. I'm up a queen for a knight, now I took the pawn again, and now I pinned him, and then I just moved the pawns up the board. Here only one thing, you can play h5 here, queen g6 and here, and I cannot take, because takes and I cannot take, it's a stalemate. You can see the pawn is pushed and it cannot go forward, and the king has no move, so that would be a stalemate. He went back, and now f6 actually is made in 3. I took here, which is made in 4, and now the fastest mate is not to play what I played, is to play queen to e7 and just make a queen. Well, why didn't I see that? But yes, this is also mate. Wait, oh, I had queen g7. Come on, I had queen g7, and I make a knight, go back, and it's made like this. I didn't see I have queen g7, so that's pretty pathetic. But okay, we win 6 rating points, and if we count the 16 points that I will probably get back, that means that we are more than on 2160. So that is pretty okay for the game. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. I will be reading and answering all of your comments. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing. It would really help me out. And see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.